as usual, I'm misspelling stuff. On. Oops. Okay, save that, and then I'm going to view on the watch screen. And forgetting the cat scratched me. So, my voice is off, and I usually make notes. And I didn't make notes because I was in a hurry doing other things, and I let somebody talk just a little bit too much. Being friends with exes, some people just can't do it. Fortunately, I can, because I've seen people, you know, it's just not pretty at all, and the fussing and the fighting and uneasiness, the stomach aches, the when I was growing up, and thank God, I two brother comes to, you know, I listen to my tell me about men and they think like just because you have, you know, big boobs, they're going to expect that they can, they're going to expect you to smile, that you're flirting, things like that. So I was really happy to learn that. I just kept reiterating it. Okay. So mostly all my life, I wanted to be in my life for years and years. I am always, Tyrese talks about you talk too much in the first few conversations. Well, I'd rather I believe in all that meta spirits, Mother Nature stuff that a lot of people just don't. That's a good one. I'm just going to pretend that we have always known each other. Now, of course, the average guy says, that's crazy, but you can't, that we haven't known each other. Yeah, well, I'm just going to pretend like I have always known you. That way there's no bullshit, there's no games, there's no lying. You know, we've always been in a relationship. Now, should you choose not to be in a relationship with me, we haven't lost anything because I'm still going to be honest. Whether I have a relationship with you or not, but you know I want a relationship with you, so I'm just going to act like we're already in one. And, you know, I know I'm a handful at times, or two. And yet, I'd rather just be honest about everything I've seen lies ruin so many lives, starting with my own sisters, you know, and it just tore me apart every time I would see one of their ex-boyfriends on the street still pining after one of my sisters, and I'm like, don't you realize she's a stupid bitch? Let her go. What's wrong with you? You know? Why would you want to stay in an unhappy relationship? Anyway, so that's pretty much what I still do. And doing that weeds out a lot of stupid people. So next thing I tell them, okay, I'm into metaphysics. I believe in talking to spirits, and I believe in doing a lot of magical things that you might consider not to your liking. Most people, most of the guys and girls that, I like now, they don't consider it. They don't say things like devil worshiping and things like that because they know I'm going to school them on it. Okay. So I just tell them straight up, you know, I intend for us to be friends, stay friends. If we don't work out, then we're just friends. That's it. If you don't want to be my friend, that's fine. I'll still, because in this case, your opinion doesn't matter, only mine. And secondly, even if we are a couple, and even if you think that there is someone better out there for you than me, yeah, right. Uh, I would think you would want to leave. So don't stay on my behalf, or because we've been together for 6 years, or because of this, or because of the children, or because of whatever. I would want you to go and be happy. I would. And I tell every person that I want to be in my life for years. Why wouldn't I? Why would I want anything less than your happiness for you? So I have been blessed, even both my husband. I'm still friends with both my husbands still to today. So when I see him on the street, the most I do is just, usual ex-wife thing, and my boyfriends as well. Come on, I do. Now that might not be so nice, and it might not be so ladylike and all that other good shit, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I do. For whatever reason you don't need to know about, I do. So, and if he don't got a problem with it, it's definitely none of your business. So, just like they know, they can still call me. My number is public, honey. My number's on my website, this website, lots of websites. I don't have anybody or anything to hide from. I am too big to be hiding from anything. If you need something, I can provide it. You can ask. Let's not get crazy, but you can ask. So I have found that works really well for me. You know, from the beginning, we're always going to be friends. If you don't want to be my friend, that's fine, but I'm always going to be your friend no matter the reason we break up. Okay, so now we're just going to pretend like we're in a relationship. So, what are the things that you dislike most about being in a relationship? Let's get that out the way first. You dislike it because women are always picking off your plate. Fine, won't do that. Next. And I know that's probably way too much information to get started on any beginning, but I would rather know now. I want you to tell me now. So hopefully I won't do that thing to piss you off. Because let's face it, I'm not here to piss you off. I'm here to make you as happy as I could possibly make you and still stay sane. So I know that's kind of short and brief and to the point. And even though, once you do break up and then you meet each other for years, but no, actually, even Bob and I talked to Bob yesterday, and after we parted, No, I don't think I ever stopped really talking to Bob, except the time when he moved and got a new phone number, and I haven't didn't talk to him for maybe only 2 years, and that was back in 1990 something, 94 something, I don't know. And we have been friends ever since, just because I choose not to be stupid, and they choose not to be stupid because not be stupid by my. It still takes two not to be stupid. So, and I'm very grateful for that. One, two, three, four, five. I'm very grateful for that because it's always nicer having more friends. Not only do they come and help me move. Okay, only one man has helped me move my past 5 moves. So grateful for him. But I wouldn't hesitate to call on all the others. I would, excuse me, I wouldn't hesitate. Hey, what are you doing? Could you come help me out? Nope. One other guy here. His name is. He has a truck. It's one of those old trucks, so like half of my fit on his truck. It did for real, for real. So I'm looking for wire in case you're wondering what I'm doing, because I'm always multitasking. You knew that. So I know that's kind of short and sweet and cut and dry and all that other good stuff. And yet that's how it is. I tell you, if you can't deal with it, there's the door. Because you know what? Somebody will. And somebody has. So if you don't want to be my friend later, don't pretend to be my friend now. In the beginning of things. And I tell them too, everything is based, because I really hate it, and I as a matter of fact, now that I look back on it, I only had relationships with men that didn't give me a hard time. This, they're like, I don't necessarily like it when people say, well, let's talk for a while and we'll see where it goes. No, that means you don't really have a goal. So you just want to fucking go. I don't do that. So if that's all you want, you should just go ahead and leave now. But that just tells me that you don't really have any goals, or you just shucking and jiving. In any case, I don't like either one of those. So you should just exit the building now, and we can remain acquaintances. All right, I know I had some 28 around here. Would I do it? And those who chose to stick around for a few years did. Had great relationships, and now I have great tips. But who starts something out with, well, I don't know, let's see. I don't want to let's see. Why can't we just do it? What is so hard about just doing it? I mean, that sounds like you trying to, out on the street and get a hoe or something. You can take your $50 and go out on the street. I'm not that. Well, not today. So I ain't got nothing but love for you, honey. Keep it stepping. I know I had some 28. Just keep it stepping, because I got goals, I got plans, got dreams that need to be fulfilled before I go. And if you don't have any, I don't have anything to do with you, really. Nothing. And my last guy, who of us were still friends, he at the time, he just didn't get it. And I'm like, well, you 30 days to get out. I want to be with anybody that has no goals. When you started this, you're a businessman. I assumed, oh, that was my fault. That's what I get for assuming, huh? You just assume that somebody at 57 years old had something planned that they wanted to do with their life. Stupid of me to think otherwise. And he didn't. So see you later, boo boo. Because it doesn't matter how good looking you are, how much money you have. If you don't have any goals, I don't need you in my life. What for? I have so many goals, I can fill a whole journal. You know, there's so many things I want to do. And if you can't find anything you want to do in your life besides lay around getting high and getting and having sex all day, kick rocks. So it's nice to have this question asked. Thank you. And it's nicer to look back on my life and know that I did and do have a plan, a mission, a something. And if you don't want to adhere to that, that's okay. You can kick rocks. Bye. See ya. Because it doesn't, again, it doesn't matter how big your dick is, how pretty your smile is, how beautiful your eyes are, how much money you have in the bank, how many cars you drive or airplanes, thoughts. Yeah, turn one loose because well he wanted to be banned, so I'm like, okay, have fun with that. See ya. I mean, I'm not no. I'm just not the one to go around because that's what a lot of band guys talk about. The girls always want to come in and change stuff. Oh, not here, boo boo. He can do whatever he wants, and he's either going to come home when he say he is, or he's not. And if he doesn't, then he is not the man that he said he was at the beginning of this relationship. I can let you go. Yes, I can, because I'm not be begging, for anybody's attention. If you want me, how's that saying? No, actually, it was for a Jesus Christ banner or something, and it said, if you want me in your life, put me there, and saying is so true on all it. If you want me in your life, now, even if it's a friend, a, a boyfriend, girlfriend, sister, brother, whatever, co-worker, partner, you still have to put me there, because I'm not doing anything for nothing. I'm not about to sit here and give you all of my time. Oh, a song that it is all of my time and all of my money, for nothing. And to me, for nothing if I don't get something in return as well. See, boys and girls, we always forget that because we're always so eager to hurry up and meet somebody, be in a relationship. Yeah, I'll do. What do you want? Oh, you want? Fuck that. We have more important things to be discussing. Something, bridge. Sorry, boo boo. Let's back up. Beep 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 beep. Yeah, back up. Now, this is what I want. What do you want? And if we don't work out, what are we going to do? Okay. Oh yeah, and then the other thing is once I did break up, we broke whatever. Okay, look, here's the plan. You have to have a plan. You still have to have a plan. So I won't say all of them, but my last husband, you have to. You need stuff in storage since you are the reason I'm leaving. You choose to drink and act a fool because you had 6 beers instead of like I asked you. You see, that was our agreement at the beginning of this relationship. If you choose to have 6 beers instead of 5, because I knew that 6th one was when the devil would come out and he would fight a tree just because he thought the tree looked. You see, and I'm not afraid of anything. Honey, if you want to jump in my face, how saying goes, if you feel froggy leap, just saying that to sound bad or whatever, but agreed at the beginning relationship that we're going to end this relationship as friends. If you want to break that agreement, you need to tell me, and then we could put it in writing. Because instead, I'm weird. Instead of putting up my marriage certificate, I put up our hand that we're going to be after this dissolve. Okay. So now that you need to pack, you need to put them in storage and not handle your temper. And also say that I think there's when he wasn't there to get my stuff, still friends. And even though I be gone, I went in and got my stuff in my next apartment. But he and his are happy, and he and his are happy, and everybody's happy that I know. Which is good. I desire for you to be miserable. If you're those things, I don't think so. So we have a nice friendship. But I firmly believe Mama was right. You have to still say hi to their girlfriend. How you doing? You want me to send you, piece of jewelry or something? And wrong again, aren't I? Wait, it's on, and I'm happy because now that means and keep doing that. So why? Least of all, somebody I said I love you to. That's just crazy to me. You gotta go. Don't come back. When you're ready to be civil and talk to me in a normal friendship tone, we can kick it. I'll let you buy me lunch and dinner. Time, you can kick rocks, buddy, because I am not stuck on stupid. And it's people that are just jealous, petty, if I can't have you, no, I think so. You need some therapy. Let me call the police. And then there's a few people that I do know that have, like me, beautiful friendships with their me and my new boyfriend's kids. And, oh, sure. Where's my third eye? Third eye, where are you? I really wish that for everyone because it is so great just knowing, if you got 5 minutes, okay, yeah. So you can man, you're always going to get a different perspective. So that's another big reason why I'm happy. I'm still friends with everybody. It's just really a nice feeling to call you, come in here, expect me. How's the been 20 years, and we're still taught over closer to 28 years, when we were a couple together. And for me, plus, what I found out too is hell, men or women, we're just going to pretend that we've always been together. And after they go, huh? How do we do that? And the thing I like about it is most men that are pretenders like myself, because honey, I'm able to just fall into any story at any. You got to tell you, I hunt for those men that love their mama and can pretend easily. I hunt for those because sometimes pretending is a good thing. Maybe you all could try that sometime. So let's pretend, we're in a conversation and I know you need cheering up. So I'm like, hey, babe, how you doing? Whoop, de whoop, de whoop. Yeah, so come on, sit down. Dinner's ready and we're having lobster tails with some seafood fettuccine, red wine. I'll have gewürztraminer. And if he doesn't go, huh? What? I really hate that in case you can't tell. Then I'm like, okay, I'm on a better start. So now we're just pretending like we're in a relationship every single day. Okay, honey, so, I'll pick you up from work tomorrow. Where do you want to go? Which is a date. And I'll say, okay, how about if we go to, I don't know, Hyatt Regency, because, after dinner, they have a beautiful garden area that we can walk. So I'll meet him at the Hyatt Regency. And sometimes pretending is really a good thing. And that really tells me a lot about a person. If you're able just to go along with whatever pops out of my mouth, I would trust you in a threatening situation a lot deeper than if you're not. I know that's probably prejudice of me, but I think you can figure out where I'm coming from. So, and it's not, I learned long ago, you can't, from my sisters, you can't just really go around testing people and doing all this, well, what if stuff. But I can see where you're coming from spiritually and mentally, how playful you are. Now, a lot of Virgos aren't so playful, but that's okay. The Virgos and the Capricorns, well, that's all right. I'll just let them be them and enjoy being themselves in a different way. And then I just have to find that way, So I don't know how you guys do it, but so far that has worked pretty darn good for me in my past. All right, where's my third eye? Thank God I have Okay, I won't move that. Never mind. Um, but I always I try to always keep things light as long as they're not going crazy. You can do that, but when they start going crazy, you can't do that no more. No, that shit is gone. If they're gone Looney Tunes and they want to hold up your good and your prosperity, you cut that shit loose. You know. So in the meantime and in between time, you're still calculating. Okay, he don't have nobody. He wants me back. Yada yada yada. And no matter how much you've told him or her, they can't have you back. They're like still, oh well, one day, you just move. That's some psychotic bullshit, okay? Because there's a difference between pretending and being crazy. I mean, I might talk to dead people, but damn, even I know when to stop. Even I know when to stop. So you just got to make a plan. And, even for this one, sorry to say, but you do have to be realistic. And even for me, a baby Aries, being realistic is very challenging at times, though I force myself to learn. And I just say, okay, Tasha, so if this was just practice, meaning we split up, then what would you do? How are you going to handle the situation? What would you tell you know? Or consider it practice and keep it pushing, boo boo. That's what I would tell my daughter. There's no time to be sitting around here mourning and umming and ahhing. Get back out on the horse. You got plans to make, people to see, things to do. You can't just be sitting here, oh, Bobby. Oh, I love my Bobby. Where's Bobby? With that girl right now. I bet he's with Shaquandra at the roller rink. Don't matter where the fuck he is, or if he is or isn't there. The only thing that matters is you got to keep it stepping, boo boo. Next. And people be like, huh? What do you mean next? That was practice. Next. Okay, so next time, Tosh, I'm going to do it this way. Okay. And we're still going to be friends. And if you don't want to be friends, then we shouldn't have a relationship to begin with. Are you serious? Yep, I'm serious. If you cannot be my friend after we break up, why would I want to be with you now? I don't want to necessarily break up with you just to fuss and fight and and all and call you names like everybody else does on the planet. Everybody else does that. That doesn't look like fun. So none of them seem to think that I was crazy then. And thank God they don't think that now. If they do, they need to tell me and get the hell out of my life. But I talked to, well, except the first husband, I don't really see him too much anymore unless I go on that side of town. What is it? 5 of 6 of them. Their first boyfriend from 1983, I don't see him ever at all. I still, hello, how are you doing? Have a nice day. I have some pigeon, and even if it is or isn't, however, I think it is going to be that. I would all my exes, I feel okay. I've been in. Hi, this. But did you mean this when you said this? And did you remember that time, in the rain, and then the sprinklers came on in the park, having a picnic, and it's a choice and happy, not just me. I can't just be happy by myself. It's crazy. That's selfish. You know, I you for whatever reason. It don't matter. I don't have to have a reason to be happy. I the only I love and happiness and respect and warmth of heart and hands. Seriously, seriously, even for like Jeffrey Dahmer, I still wish that, but I want to suck somebody else's energy dry. I just don't understand that. But I know it exists. Just like I know there has to be other people out there that are friends. Psychotic would bet that you just you could be friends with yourself and have good memories. I don't know. That's psychotic or something. That's it, and there, there you have it, and there it be. Um, if, if somebody else had another question, you could feel free to go ahead and ask it now. One of them, yeah, one of them I'm still. The other one, well, I think she just wanted to use me because, as you can tell, I'm kind of a natural dominant, aggressive person. They just wanted everything their way, and that's not. Just because people give you something, be it a compliment, a house, that doesn't mean that they even like you. That doesn't mean that you have a relationship. You a hoe. What daddy, sugar baby, standing from the gate, that's cool. But just to be with Ted, it was a good year. I learned a lot that year. He's, here in Northern California. That's just not reason enough for me to like you and want to be with you just because you want arm candy. And I was young and dumb. I should have said, okay. I should have, really. I should have, but hindsight and all that good stuff. So, and even we are still friends. We're in a together. And I say hi. He says hi. Thank you. I can be. Send the car for me. And he laughs, and I laugh because yeah, I did. And there, Candy appreciates that and isn't naive too. Because now if I see, we both know I don't have to say anything. Just by a glance, and you just look down and keep walking. It's really nice. It feels so good to have people. Good, because you know what? When I have a friendship with you, sisterhood, whatever you want to call it, so that even the feelings we, you know, there isn't. And this one chick, yeah, I had to cut her time. I'm not. You're not. This woman would. And it was to buy my time. This out. I never. Okay, I might have sucked on her nipples once or twice in the beginning. And how she got them ass in them jeans. I don't know, like that. Kiss and keep on walking. Keep on walking. So I'm not even willing to put up with your cat dog ever accepted. Ever. And probably your ex and drive crazy because my the other thing that I think helps me in life is the fact that the first time I see something it's like I tell you, and you students, well, you should have known. I hear so many couples say that. Well, he knows me. He should have known. We've been together since high school. I know how you like to be fucked. I mean, come on, think. And if he can't do this, then we should just break up. Okay, fine. Fuck you. There's always compromise. Always is compromise. Whether you, if you can go, my thing is, and I'm so, I did have brothers. They taught me so much about men because I have seen how bad, well as other women, obviously, because there are sides of the spectrum. So, coming from only my perspective, not yours, you make your own video. You know, women treat their vagina like it's a token. Well, if you don't do this, then I'm not going to give you none. The fuck is that shit? Now, probably men do that too, but I haven't heard one yet. You know? So that adds to the angst and animosity to end the relationship, and then you end it and you feel you can't be friends because he still wants to fuck you even though you're not together. Or you might want to fuck him even though you're not together. I don't know. So you have to think ahead. And, ladies, a lot of men are true. We do get over emotional, just like some men. We're never alone. We're never alone in this, situation. You know, does what? Um, mm. And see, having said that, then I would think that makes me go into a whole different era. Like, maybe I don't know what your situation is, but it reminds me of a dominant submissive type relationship. I don't know, but let's use that as an example. If And it's really interesting because I was just talking to another lady about this before I came on, and it breaks my heart sometimes to even hear other people talk about how much they love the other one and the other one just doesn't see it. And then you get taken for granted, and then you have this hierarchy thing going on, you know? Yeah, holding romance as a sabotage, a pawn, you know. And I'm glad my grandmother, man, I love my granny. She said, "Don't you ever use emotions as a toy." And of course, I didn't get it, you know. And then after she passed, I, had a nice talk with my mom. I'm sorry, I gotta, and you know, mom, grandma meant, and all that good stuff. I I will warn you, don't miss. Oh, oh, hold it. Put a card back in the knot. Here, boo boo. Okay, today, here, what I'm challenged by is that you're only going to have 5 beers because you freeze and dogs. This is so funny. Sorry. Okay, let me see what it looks like over here. So, again, it really depends on whatever you choose to realize. And put up with bad behavior at all. That just is never, ever an option to put up with bad behavior. And maybe it is because I have experienced the first sign. I'm not going to ask you, right? I'll wait to see if you had a good excuse. If your mom went to the hospital, your meeting ran late or whatever. But if it's something stupid, oh yeah, I forgot we were supposed to meet. And, you I put it in your cell phone with an hour previous time. You told me that you're going to be late. That I consider that disrespectful. So women talk too much, and men so often don't talk enough. Even if you want to be friends, with an ex, all business. Life is a business. Business is a business. Just business. A marriage is business. They have to do X, Y, Z this night, this night, this night. So why didn't you do it? Just curious. I'm not here to browbeat you. I'm not here to talk to you. It's just a question. So how can I help you not forget next time that we meet with Carol and Bob every other Thursday at, parfait, yada, yada, yada. Hope you not forget next time. Same token, I'm not here to nag you. You if you guys heard this story already, just hear it one more again. So a lot of relationships are like that. Well, I don't want to go home because she nagged me about this. She nagged. I don't want to be a nag either. If you do it, that's fine. You could just say you don't want to do it instead of agreeing. Don't. But we are trying to stay whole. If I don't feel like having sex, I'm having sex anyway to make your ass happy. Damn it. I get clean everything up, put the towel down, push my big ass back over so I can go back to sleep. Okay, there you go. See, everybody's happy. It's nice that, right? Brothers, because their face, after my sisters embarrassed them in front of the whole family, was just horrific. And I felt so bad for them. And I thought I never ever want to do that to anybody. Still, even if you love spirits, you know. And oh, that's I'm able to still say I love you to, well, at least three of my exes. It's really nice because sometimes, we're human. We just need to say it. And I'll probably never meet you, so I'm just gonna pretend like you're my go-to boyfriend, and I love you. So there. He just takes it with a grain of salt, and he just keeps rolling because, like I told you, I'm into the pretending thing. And when I need to vent, I sometimes go to one of my exes and to my pretend boyfriend. Well, it's all good. We're great friends, buddies. You stay open and honest. Remember self, because how could I say this? Because I'm far from judging anyone. Because I'm so far from perfect. Okay, I could say it this way: to be as happy as possible. Present man, ex man, woman, man, whatever. I still want us all to be happy. And I know the only way to be happy is to talk through things, not yell, not kick and scream and cry, not going to bed angry or leaving the house and you're wondering if they're going to get in an accident. All those little itty bitty things add. I'm on number three. Okay. Two, and even, one of my lovers, and I'm like, would you please just be careful. You have a temper, not with me, but you have a temper, and then somebody cuts you off in the traffic or something. I said, as a matter of fact, just hang up for me now. You call me when you're at home with your headset on, and you can do whatever you do at home with the headset on. Okay, because I would be each and every per each other again, unless they're psychotic. Let that shit go. Okay. So, and then the other thing I find in the people that come to vent on my shoulders is the deep desire to stay with something that has outpassed your purpose for being. I was talking about this earlier today in my Facebook live thingy, you know. I understand nobody alone and. I don't necessarily like going to bed alone all the time, but like I said in yesterday's videos, even if I had a relationship, he could live next. He could live, he. I'm not. I don't have to be up underneath your left nut 24/7. I just don't. I don't have micromanage. Well, why did you talk to her? And I'd be like, I forgot whose video it was, where the phone is ringing and she picks it up and she just hands it to him and she doesn't sweat it at all. I forgot whose video that was, but anyway, that's me. Okay, whatever you're gonna do with or without my permission. You full grown, make your choice. Because trust you me, you will be sad, just like all the other men that I have talked to this year are sad. Okay, one didn't, but I know he's sad because we still talk and he still says kind of, well, I don't know how else to say it other than he sounds kind of like, he's missing me. I'll put it that way. For lack of a better way to put it. You know. So I would just ask All of you out there, don't play games with each other. Girls, you should know men, a lot of men, excuse me, would do anything to get in your panties. Men, there's a handful of women that I'm sure you wouldn't mind just wanting to get in your panties all the time. And we could just respect ourselves enough to just put it out there what you want. No games, no shucking and jiving, no lying, no ducking and dodging. And, I have met a lot of men that couldn't handle that, just like I'm sure you meet a lot of men or women that can't handle the truth. You know, it doesn't matter. Next. That was just practice. Next. I'm not sitting around boo hooing and pining over your ass and you already fucking somebody else. Be deuces. You know, as human being human. Okay, let's have no, you know, okay, just call it what it is. And if you could, all truth comes to the light. We all right, so just tell the truth from the beginning and just squash the shit and get it over with. Beats a lot of people who break up just to make up. That's crazy to me because I could just make up. No breaking up. Just talk. Just talk to each other. Even if it is your ex, what's wrong with going back and saying, I'd really like to be your friend. Is that okay? They're not psychotic. Do psychotic. A lot of people get killed that way. You said that he thought you said let's have sex. Well, that's what psychotic is, right? Interpretation of values to the 1000th degree. Really. So let's not do that to each other. I want you all just to have a good, happy life, be in peace and tranquility and passion, you know. Have a good life, be friends with each other. Just like, when in my family, when somebody got divorced, you didn't not bring them to the next family reunion. Even if it was the fourth wife that you're married to now, you still brought wife 1, 2, and 3 with me Ooh, Granny would give you the stink eye. Yeah, like, where's Sarah? You didn't go get her now. And then she'd tell the fourth wife, yeah, Barbara, yeah, he's gonna go get Sarah because I want to see her and my great grandkids. Yeah, now. Oh, you did not want to make Granny mad because I'm telling you, she died at 86, I think. And even before she died, she could still outrun most of us. Just saying. She could, really. So, and I know a lot of families aren't like that. But hey, your family is going to be however you make it, right? So, however you treat yourself is how your exes are going to treat you, and how the boss is going to treat you, and how your new man is going to treat you. Behavior just to keep the peace. Why? Why do you do that? Because there's always a way to reconstruct something to be peaceful. If you really think about it, and if you put as much time into creating peace, and it can never be okay, then you wouldn't be in a relationship. There would be no need to be in a relationship. Create the peace that you seek somehow, way, shape, or form. It's possible. It is possible. Anything is possible with loving yourself first. You know, there's no fucking way I'm gonna keep preaching love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, and then be with a man who is constantly being late. He stops at the bar, or he stops at the strip club thing, because I like strip clubs too, and totally disrespects you and doesn't call to even say he's going to be late or whatever. So whatever you teach people, even your exes, is what how they're going to treat you. So whatever bad behaviors you have now going on in your life is your fault. Change it. Change it. Because I don't care if you think I'm a bitch. I'm a happy bitch. I don't have no misunderstandings. I don't sit around umming and ahhing and changing my mind. Well, what I really meant to say was, none of that. None. None. I only do proper, clear, definite, defined understandings from the beginning. Did you understand what I mean? I know I talk a lot, but did you understand what I really mean? If you don't tell me, I'll try to put it in so that you can understand, and we can move on from this particular situation. Whatever. There's always a way. Think about it. Love yourself. Teach others how to treat you well. And in the meantime, in the between time, know that I love you just as you are. Don't need to change anything for Tosh. I'm going to take you however you are, and then take yourself however you are, just for you, not anybody else, just for you. Okay? So I will talk to you soon. Be good to yourself. I love you. This is Tasha with theangels.us and tashastouch.com. Have a beautiful evening. Bye.